moving on to films and shows that are coming out on our streaming platforms, which I was realizing, dude, we might have to update this with Apple TV Plus and then Disney Plus, but that's a lot of shit to keep track of, dude.
It is a lot. God. Yeah, I mean, let's just drop HBO now because no one gives a fuck.
No, come on, people still care about fucking HBO.
Come on. What's the thing that they're doing? HBO Max.
Yeah.
Isn't that the newer one?
Yeah. I don't think it definitely hasn't dropped yet.
Hasn't dropped yet.
Yeah.
Let's drop HBO now until it drops because you gotta have Apple TV Plus on here. Gotta have Disney Plus. Amazon Prime. I mean,
no, they do some good stuff. You know what they do? They do show the so if you don't have basic TV or cable or anything like that, you can still watch Thursday night football games on Amazon Prime.
Yeah, or you could just watch it on Reddit.
Come on. They're listening. Yeah, you definitely could do that, which is exactly what I said.
All the games on Reddit. Watch Red Zone on Reddit.
Yeah. All right, let's jump into it here. On HBO, we've got Ernie and Joe, Crisis Cops. This is it looked like just like a little like series or something like that about these two. I think they're police officers who they work in the mental health division of their police department. And yeah, I don't know. It looked somewhat interesting, but I would imagine there are scores of people who.
Yeah, it looks like it's on HBO now.
Yeah. You didn't even seen it. You're like, it looks like it's on HBO.
You should say some of these shows and let me guess which service is going to be on. Let's play a game here.
Cool. All right. Let's play streaming roulette. I don't know why it would be roulette, but let's go with
good.
it.
Yeah, streaming roulette.
All right, there we go. New segment on here on the Fade Podcast. Look how we come up with shit. All right,
on the fly. Fuck, right? We're creative.
All right, Costume Quest Christmas Special.
That is on Amazon Prime.
Goddamn right it is.
I fucking knew it.
That just sounded like Amazon Prime.
Netflix ain't picking that up.
Oh, come on. They definitely would.
They've got
fucking Costume Quest Christmas Special.
For the big win. They're not going for that shit.
Okay, let's see here. The Dragon Prince Season 3.
Netflix.
Motherfucker. Is there a fucking mirror for my screen here? Cheating. All right. Let's do Holly Hobby Season 2.
Holly Hobby. Give me a synopsis. What is this one about?
I don't fucking know, dude. You got me. It's like Holly Hobby. No, I think it's a kid show. It's basically about this girl who she's like a singer songwriter. It's kind of like, you sound like
is this on
Hannah
Hulu?
Montana. Fuck. God damn it. You're fucking unusually good at this.
It didn't sound quite good enough to be on Netflix.
What do you mean it doesn't sound good enough to be on Netflix?
So I eliminated HBO Now. For the most part, I eliminated Amazon Prime. It was either going to be Hulu or Netflix.
Yeah, and you just took a shot in the dark. Okay. All right. Let me throw a little curveball at you. Okay. The Accident. Complete Season 1.
The Accident. Complete Season 1. Amazon Prime.
No. Hulu.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. The rest of them are going to be Netflix, so there's just no point in continuing this game. Okay. We have The Crown Season 3. We have Liza Unveiled, who I believe it's Liza Schlesinger. I believe her name. She's a stand-up comedian. I've seen a few of her specials. I'm not gonna lie; they all kind of seem the same.
I don't even know her.
You
know who's got a Netflix special? Arsenio Hall just dropped his Netflix special. Yep.
How was that?
The trailer looks pretty good.
Okay.
I mean, I haven't watched it yet. I plan on watching it, but
I never really cared for Arsenio Hall.
To be honest, I don't know enough about his comedy to judge his.
Did you used to watch his late night?
To be honest, no.
Yeah, that's where I know I remember the Arsenio Hall show.
Yeah, I remember the show too.
Yeah,
but I can't say that I honestly watched it. I was maybe like 7 years old. You know.
Yeah.
And
then from of course Coming to America.
Yeah. Very funny in Coming to America, but again, that's not enough for me to like judge his stand-up.
Yeah.
From this trailer, it looks pretty funny. Okay. There's also, who is the guy from from the show with Larry David, Curb Your Enthusiasm. His like agent or his manager, he just dropped a Netflix stand-up special as well.
His agent or his manager? I'm not sure. I made it to like season 4 or 5 of Curb Your Enthusiasm, but I kind of watched it in passing. I was never really too focused on it. So I say all that to say I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
So Jeff Garlin.
Okay,
plays Jeff Green on Curb Your Enthusiasm, who's like Larry David's manager, business manager and friend. He just dropped a Netflix stand-up special as well. This shit looks very funny.
Does it?
Yeah, I mean, I thought he was just an actor. I didn't know he was a comedian or stand-up comedian, right?
Yeah.
So I see this and I'm like, what? He's got a stand-up special on Netflix? And I watched the trailer and this shit was funny as hell, right? This is what I love about Netflix and, you know, their focus on good comedy, right? Because that's where Netflix kind of started. It was supposed to be a place for both like documentaries and comedy, right? As well as like movie content, which evolved into original content and licensed content, so on and so on. But Netflix will bring comedy specials to you, of comedians who like you don't expect, you're not familiar with, but who have like a great sense of comedy. And it's a place where you can find the legends as well. Dave Chappelle, you've got Eddie Murphy coming to do a stand-up special. Jerry Seinfeld, right?
Yeah.
The range of comedy that Netflix offers is massive.
And here's why when everybody says, oh, Netflix is on its way out because of Disney Plus, the problem with that becomes Disney Plus, great, right? It's got all the old hits, right? But the problem is the old shit can only take you so far. There's only so many fucking times you can watch fucking Star Wars or whatever the fuck it is, right? Before you're just like, all right, I'm gonna need some new content.
Side note, I watched the entire Winter Soldier
series
Friday night. Yeah.
Like
just the movie,
right?
Yeah. I watched this shit again.
No, I mean like
shit was great.
Oh, I don't know what the fuck I was talking about series,
but to your point, like you can only watch the classic shit, but so many times, right?
Yeah, before you're just like, I need some new shit. Now they do have new shit coming, clearly, right? Like they have WandaVision, and they've got a lot of.
They've got the Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Exactly, a lot of Marvel.
They've got like 12 new movies and shows coming.
Sure, but the problem is that so Netflix has carved out a specific niche in terms of, okay, they have comedy locked down. Like they've got these stand-ups locked down. Everybody goes to Netflix for these stand-ups. These international series, right?
Yeah.
So much I'm going to list off 8 of them here that I have no idea what the fuck they are, but somebody's watching them somewhere in the world, you know?
Yeah. They've also got like documentaries and like short docuseries locked down. Like high quality, like historical, investigative
series. And then they have like new shit like Explained and that's I guess not news so much as like just like I don't know.
Yeah. What's that show with like Anash
or you're talking about Hassan Minaj?
Yes.
The Patriot Act. Yeah.
Patriot Act. Like a series like those where it's not necessarily like live.
That's a different lane than like you're not going to get Marvel right now.
You're not going to get that on Disney Plus. You're not going to get.
And I don't think you're going to. I don't think that's really their game. You know, obviously they can transfer to like maybe you'd have to go to ESPN or you'd have to go to some series on Hulu, but it's not. You wouldn't necessarily look to Disney Plus specifically for that, but Netflix does have that, you know? So
they definitely have a lane that I don't think Netflix is in fear of, that lane being compromised.
No, they're definitely in fear. I just don't think that they're in trouble like everybody else is. Like, oh my God, the sky's falling.
In fear is not like the word I would use. I would say they are
literally just use that word.
No, I said they're not. No, I said they're not in fear. You said they are in fear.
No, I'm sorry. I did not mean that. Yeah.
Well, I don't think Netflix is like really afraid of anything, right? I think Netflix understands that competition.
Oh, I did say that. You're right. Yeah. I did say that. Yeah.
I think Netflix understands that competition is very real and there's always going to be competition. And for a long time, they were like the only one. And then they had to compete with Hulu. And it's like, okay, sure. Then they got to compete with
Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime. It's like, okay, sure. Now, Apple TV and Disney Plus are like formidable opponents, right? So it's like, okay, we gotta make some moves now, but we're not worried about going anywhere. We have very particular lane. We have an audience that we continually deliver like great content to.
Yeah.
We just have to stay fresh.
Yeah.
And we'll get into some of the things that Netflix is doing.
Yeah, it's like when the Hound, when he fought, what's her name? Brienne Tarth, right?
Brienne,
we thought he was dead. He's fine.
Yeah.
He's okay. He's walking around.
Yeah,
he's cool.
Took a little shot. He'll get it back.
I mean, he might have got stabbed a couple times, but he was back on his feet. Yeah,
that's where Netflix is right now.
Yeah. All right, let's run through the rest of these shows and then move on with our day. No hay tiempo para la vergüenza.
Yeah. No hay tiempo para la vergüenza.
Shut up. All right, we have Bikram Yogi Guru Predator, which actually kind of looked a little interesting. It was about the founder, or maybe not founder, but the person who popularized hot yoga. It's about sort of his rise and fall. I don't know what he did, but they made it sound scandalous.
Fuck, did the Me Too movement get him too?
It would appear. Because the original Me Too perpetrator.
You've got to be a dirtbag if you created hot yoga. Like,
yeah, you can't be, because you literally just created it so people can take their clothes off. Yeah, like, that's literally the only purpose
what
of
if I turned up the temperature in here? Would she take that top off and sweat through that sports bra? Yeah. You know what?
Let's do it.
Crank that up. Set it to 100. Let's get some steam in this motherfucker. Downward dog, ladies. Downward dog. That dirtbag.
Scumbag.
I want to watch this. What is this on? Is this on Netflix? Add it to my to my to watch list.
Oh my god! All right, so we have Lorena La Di Pies Legegros.
Fuck you, dude! You gotta learn foreign languages.
I really do. I sincerely do. No, you're 1,000% right about that. The Night Before Christmas. Netflix film. We have Mortal, which is, I believe, a show on Netflix. Has something to do with voodoo or something like that. I don't know. Didn't really understand what was going on. You have Dino Girl Guaco, Netflix family, of course. Dolly Parton's Heartstrings. Dolly Parton's still pretty popular with like everybody. It's really weird.
She's definitely one of the beloved talents in music in general. And I mean, she's done so many interesting things outside of music too. So she has this book program. I don't know if many people know this, where you can sign up. It's free. You can sign up. And then, like I think every month a new book will be, children's books will be like sent to you for free for life. Like, there's no charge or fee for it.
What? That's weird.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
Yeah. Huh.
She does a lot of
Dolly.
things. And I think she's one of the people like Mr. Rogers, right? Who's managed to have a career that, she's avoided scandal throughout her career. She's this seemingly like very kind, very loving person, despite her like massive tits.
Why is it despite? Because naturally, if you have big boobs, then so you're automatically going to be involved in scandals.
Well, no, so here's the thing, right? Woman gets breast implants, right? She's immediately becomes like over sexualized, right?
Okay, that's true.
Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, who else has got big fake tits? I'm trying to throw some white women in here.
I'm scrambling. I'm thinking, I don't know.
Yeah, but like it becomes very like over sexualized, right?
Sure.
And I think Dolly Parton's are like 36 double D's. Like, there's no mistake about like those aren't real.
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, that's not like the number one thing you think about when you think about Dolly Parton.
That's actually funny. That's actually really true. Yeah, like you don't like, she has them and you're just like, yeah, but that's Dolly though. Yeah, we're not really looking at Dolly.
I guess maybe it's because she's had them for 40 years, right?
That's true.
They're antiques now.
Jesus Christ. All right, let's fucking move on. I feel very uncomfortable talking about
we
this.
spent a minute talking about Dolly Parton's tits. But yeah, she's I don't know. I wonder what this documentary is about. Am I going to watch it?
Oh, it's basically about her explaining what like the meanings behind some of her like more popular songs.
Yeah, she's got a fucking catalog.
She does. He does like 40 years worth of music. All right, we have the Dragon Prince season 3, which I think I already mentioned before. We have High Seas season 2, Mon Frere, which I believe is a French film. Nailed It Holiday season 2, which I believe is like a cooking show, but it's like one of those like, you know, Christmas bake-offs or some shit like that.
So as much as I love a good cooking show, whether it's like Chopped or Iron Chef or
I hate the holiday ones, dude. I hate them.
Fuck the holiday ones.
Yeah, they're terrible.
Cooking shows in general, like there are 105 cooking shows on Netflix from like different countries, right?
Yeah, and it's hard to like keep track of what's going on or who's. Like I don't know if I've seen this series before. I don't know if I hadn't seen it.
It's my mom loves this the Bake Off where they like
it's like the British,
the British ones. It's hard for me to watch these shows and not to think about like the amount of food that's wasted in the production of these shows.
Come on.
You don't think about that?
No. The amount of food that they've got, you know, that they are going through, it pales in comparison to every day the fucking corner bakery just throwing the shit away.
Yeah, sure. But like, again, it's just hard to ignore seeing more waste, right? Like these shows, like they're cooking for television purposes, right?
Sure.
So I can imagine the waste is more than a normal person would waste because it's all for theatrics, right? The kitchens need to look full. There need to be a lot of ingredients, and they're cooking like, bake 30 brownies in 45 minutes using this one key ingredient. You have to use pomegranates, and it's like, well, pomegranate brownies? How am I going to do this? I've never done this before.
Yeah, it doesn't sound.
Luckily, my grandmother had a special pomegranate brownie recipe, right? And then they bake 50 brownies, and then the judge takes a bite of one and is like, "It's very good, this brownie. The texture is spot on. It's crispy at the top, but
is he French
moist in the middle."
Or Spanish? I can't tell.
Australian. Yeah. It's like
it wasn't even remotely close to an Australian accent.
Yeah. But like the judge will take one small bite and is like, "Very good. You move on to the next round," and then they just throw away the other 49 brownies. It's hard for me to ignore.
How do you know
that.
they throw them around? Or throw them away.
So, for example, who's that mean motherfucker? The Gordon Ramsay, right?
Sure.
His life is cooking and eating, right? He has to try and eat and taste everything, but he's still in really good shape. There's no way Gordon Ramsay
he's not eating it, but I'm sure
he's not eating the whole thing.
No, but I'm sure they're giving it to the staff. I'm sure they're, you know what I mean? Like, I'm sure it's not
You
all
think he lets his staff taste this great food that was made for him? No.
Yeah.
Fuck no. He's like, "You motherfucker, don't no one touches the brownies but me."
All right.
And then he just throws them away. He's not sharing.
All right, I guess
And then on top of that, like, one fun fact is like, I think it's like 40% of food in America is wasted, right? Either because people in their households waste food, the restaurant industry known to waste a lot of food.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to, I forget where I was the other day. I think I was at Panera Bread, right? And I was getting lunch, and this woman's order came out wrong. She was like, "Oh no, I asked for no pickles on my sandwich," right? So the person behind the counter just took the whole sandwich and threw it in the trash, and then they made her another one, and I was just like, "Holy fuck!" Like, if you guys haven't made my sandwich yet,
just give me that one.
I'll take that one. You know, just don't fucking throw it in the trash. And like that happens every day.
Yeah. It's one of the luxuries of living in a first world country. You just
I love Top
you
Chef.
have an excess of abundance.
It's fucking horrible. Anyway,
I don't even know what that means. Excess of abundance. I just made that up. It sounded cool.
You have more of more. Yeah, that's basically what that means.
Basically. All right, we have a Narco World. Dope Stories, Nobody's Looking, another series, Singapore Social, another Netflix series, and then
Singapore
rounding it out.
Social, that sounds good.
It's basically just like apparently like this is this app or something like that for Singaporeans. I'm guessing that's
we'll go with
the
it.
word for it. Dating, and I guess this show sort of dives into that. I don't know.
Singapore is a very interesting country.
Is it?
Very interesting. Yeah, it used to be like one of the most corrupt countries in the world, like political corruption, and then like the government just had a huge crackdown where they're like, "Yeah, we're gonna put an end to all of this shit."
Yeah.
Now it's one of the most. It's like we're now one of the cleanest, most advanced countries in the world, and like people are doing. The economy's not just stable, but it's one of the strongest economies in the country, and it's very clean. Like the country literally just did like a 180 in a span of like 10 years.
Yeah, now they're just throwing food away left and right.
Yeah. Now they're doing what all well-developed countries are doing. It's just waste.
Throw it all away.
And excessive, what'd you say? Extra
abundance of excess.
Abundance of
or excess of bus. I don't know. All right, and then rounding it out, you have Trolls. The beat goes on season 8. All right.
And the beat goes
some throwback picks that I've got coming out on HBO. You have Us coming out this week on HBO.
Jordan Peele's Us.
Us, yes. Then you have Booksmart coming out on Hulu. Which
still got to see that.
Great movie. So you have a chance to watch it on Hulu.
Yeah.
Assuming, because you have the bundle, right, with Disney Plus.
I think. No, see, the Disney
They
Plus,
got you.
The bundle with Hulu and ESPN Plus, that's the $12.99 one. I think I just got like the $6.99, the entry level one where I got Nat Geo, Pixar. But I'll find a way to watch it for free. Fucking, I'm book smart.
Yeah, Reddit. All right, and then we have End of Watch coming out on Netflix.
End of Watch, that was with Jake Gyllenhaal and Michael Pena, right?
Exactly. Yep.
Dope movie, man.
Great movie. Fantastic.
Underrated movie.
No, I think it's appropriately rated. I think it's as far as like cop dramas, I don't think it's necessarily talked about too much. But as far as just like being a great fucking movie, I think people do give it it's very just.
Not enough people. I want to hear more people talk about how good it is.
Fair enough. All right, you start a petition online.
You know, I summoned my inner Fabian. In that moment, I feel like that's something Faye would have said. Like, no. I need to see and hear more people on a daily basis give that show more credit.
Now you keep saying it. It sounds more and more like Fabe. Yeah.
Shout out to Fabe.
Shout out to you, Fabe. All right, let's.